So we get to our stand today here at Genesis Whitetails. We're hoping to take out a doe or two. It's just, we got a lot of does, trying to get the buck-doe ratio a little bit better. Cameraman goes ahead, gets up to stand, gets his camera ready, gets his safety harness on. I get ready to take the first step up and immediately he freezes me. I know that there is a deer in the area. I crouch down and I'm hoping that this here deer is going to come down the trail. Well, things don't always happen the way they're supposed to as a deer hunter. You all know that. So I watch the deer. She mills around a little bit. She goes through the woods a little bit. So I'm able to get my hands and knees, get a little bit closer to get a good shot. Got a lot of good blood, but we don't want to push her. We're just not really for sure. But this is a lot of good blood right here. Big mature doe. So we shot a doe about an hour into our sit this morning. We had good blood. Followed the blood for a while, kicked up the doe, but we had a really good blood trail. We're confident that she's down. We came back into the lodge, got some coffee, warmed up a little bit. We're going to go back out and see if we can't get her. So we're back here, shot the doe right in here, maybe 20 yards. We're going to see, pick up the blood trail, continue to follow her. Hopefully she's down. We'll see what we can find. So we got a lot of good blood here. She surely cannot be far. We did kick her up once. We backed out. It's been an hour or so. We're going to have some coffee, back on the trail, see what we can find. Hey, we're here at Genesis Whitetails, Huntsville, Illinois, in Schuyler County. I have Josh with me, the owner of Genesis Whitetails. I was able to arrow this nice mature doe this morning. We were hunting over a turnip field. Genesis Whitetails does a lot of management for big bucks. Part of that is doe management. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you got going on here, Josh?
Thank you, Jason. It was a privilege to hunt with you this morning. It was a successful doe hunt. Right now we have an abundance of really high quality does on this farm, but there's just too many of them. So today was an opportunity to harvest one and to thin out our herd. We're approaching the rutting season, and there's just too many does on this farm right now for these bucks to even keep up with. If you're looking for a hunt of a lifetime to chase giant whitetails in Illinois, we encourage you to check out our website at genesiswhitetails.com and see what we have to offer.
Yeah, and we'll have that contact information at the end of the show. We're going to do some moving around on stands this afternoon. We're going to try to get Lottie on them world-class whitetails Josh is talking about. Stay tuned. shot a little bit low. The deer turned out being about 30 yards. I had my 20-yard pin on her, and I shot low. The deer took off. I followed the blood for 75, 80 yards, kicked her up again. At that point, we immediately backed out, came to the lodge, we got some coffee, we warmed up, waited a couple hours. We went back out, got right back on the blood, good blood trail. One of the best blood trails I've been on in a long time. We found the doe piled up about 200-300 yards on further down the trail. It's just a low hit, but outcome was perfect. Just a good mature doe. Now, if I would have climbed that stand, a couple things could have went terribly wrong. Well, not terribly wrong, but they could have went wrong. I could have got up to the stand, not had time to get my bow up or get strapped in with my safety harness, and that doe just would have walked on by. Could have started climbing the stand, got busted. That would have ended that there too. By staying on the ground, two things could have happened. Best case scenario is that deer would offer me a shot, shoot her, kill her, great hunt. Hey, that's what happened. That's the best case scenario. It worked for us today. Worst case scenario is I would not have got a shot off. The wind was perfect. She wasn't going to smell. She wasn't going to see me. Or she just would have went by unharmed. But hey, things worked perfect. I was able to get a shot off. Recover this here nice doe. Genesis Whitetail, Huntsville, Illinois.
Where did they get a load of me?
This is gonna take a while. That's all right.
I'm ready
I always smell
I'm ready
the
for
way
some coffee.